Hello everybody, this is Gwyneth Isaac speaking here. This is just probably going to be a quick video. Just letting you know. I went to the dentist. He pulled teeth. Gave me a prescription for some antibiotics. Good old amoxil. Yeah. Cleared up the tooth infection. Pretty quick, smart. And I'll have to get them all pulled at some stage. But there we go. Feels so much better. So much better. So I'm just here, sitting in my lounge room, waiting for the kettle to boil and the soup to heat up for some lunch. I'm pulling weeds today to feed to the sheep and the horse because, oh gosh, just lately, oh, so many sheep. I'm going to have to start getting rid of sheep, either selling them or putting them in the cooking pot. If there's anyone who lives in Victoria who's interested in buying a Dorper Cross Damara Weather, very good pet, quite a good lawnmower, quite docile, or a Wiltshire Horn Ram, that would be good. Yep, because I've got so many sheep. I started out with 5 sheep. I now have 10 sheep. No, hang on. 4 lambs, 6, 11. 11 sheep on 20 acres of land. I'm buying in feed. But every time the feed gets delivered, he only delivers 3 round bales because there's 4 bale trailers busted. So the 4th week of the month, I'm out there every day pulling up weeds, pulling up more weeds. 4 barrows of weeds needed. And I mean, it's like not poisonous weeds, just like barley grass, oat grass, that sort of thing. Because I mulch my gardens with spent staple hay. They grow oats and barley and whatever the horse has been fed. So, yeah. And then I, in the evening on these days, it makes me do my gardening. It's actually a pretty good thing. Makes me do my gardening, makes me do my weeding. Otherwise, I've got better things to do than pull weeds. But it makes me do my gardening. And, but it's probably about an hour's work for every cart of weeds, and I need 4 carts a day. So 4 hours of work in here, heating up the kettle so that I've got cups of tea this afternoon, and I've got a pot of soup on there as well. So it'll get done, it'll all get done, it'll be fine. But after I've finished pulling the weeds in the evening, and feeding the chickens and all that, and, I might have enough wood. I've probably got to go and get some wood as well. So it's a pretty packed day at the moment. I'm so glad I haven't got toothache anymore. I would be knocked out, But it's okay. It's all good. And anyway, after I've done the weeding in the evening, I go out and I dig up the dirt, and you know, fork it over and scatter seed. So at the moment it's sorghum, buckwheat, parrot mix, and which is not quite, the following is not quite scattering, but Three Sisters Gardens, because I've got pumpkin seeds, I've got beans, and I've got popcorn. So, and the parrot mix has corn in it as well. You know, flint corn. Big grains of flint corn. It'll all come up, it'll do well. It'll probably cross-pollinate with the popcorn and, you know, make bigger grains in the popcorn. That's okay. I can deal with having bigger grains in my popcorn. There's popcorn from the supermarket. No maize in Australia is genetically modified, and this is produce of Australia, so it's popcorn grown in Australia, so not genetically modified. Guaranteed. Good on you, whoever decided that back in the past. GMO corn's just bad. And apparently that's a problem you're having in the United States. You're unable to obtain non-GMO corn. But here in Australia, we take our national biosecurity fairly seriously. We are the world's only nation that occupies a whole continent. So that makes it pretty easy to keep things out that we don't want to come in, unless we actually import them, like, you know, imported people and such. Anyway, there we go. That's what's happening. So I'll, you know, fork the area over that I've done the weeding in, and mulch it with, it'll be vetch, because I've got a lot of mouldy vetch at the moment. Got to take what you can get, basically. Feed. A lot of the vetch at the moment is mouldy, which I'm not totally happy about, but he's probably feeding it to his stock as well, because we're still in a drought. We have not had enough rain this winter, so things might look green, but it's not really. But the sort of farming that I'm doing, I'm planning on not having to use a whole bunch of irrigation. Building up the soil with wood ash, with, you know, the current garden that I'm going to be working on this afternoon is old chicken pen. That was my, you know, one of my early Old English game bantam pens. So there we go. I've got to stoke this fire. Just hang on a moment. Oh my gosh. Up I get. Peaches. Which is you coffee? Oh, it's Bria. There we go. Got to stoke the fire. Stoke the fire. I get fire. One. Yeah, I'll have to get more wood. Little pieces of wood burn hotter. I want it to burn hotter because I've got to heat up this kettle quick. I've got to heat up the soup quick. My lunch. I should probably get a flatbread, just make up some flatbread and head out back to the paddock. I should do that. I've got so much work to do this afternoon. This is to stop the hot coals from flicking out. It's part of an oil. Oh, that's hot. It would be, wouldn't it? And yes, I am aware that my fire door is broken. Okay, I am aware of that. Bria, you got Mummy's place. Hello. Bria. Bobby Bria. Peaches is here too. Oh, is she? Oh, there she is, sitting on the other chair. So, anyway, there we go. That's what's been happening. And $100, 100 Australian dollars around bar. That's a lot of money. But to buy it in square bales at the moment, $20 each for a small square. And there are 20 square bales in a round bale. So to get the amount of feed in one round bale, I would have to be forking out $400. And I would have to start livestock at that point. Way before that point. Oh my gosh. But I don't pay rent. I don't pay rates because I fought the Shire Council and there's not a damn thing they can do about me. I don't pay a mortgage. I own my own farm, freehold, what in the United States you would call a allodial title outright. And they know they're in deep doo-doo if they try and do anything stupid against me because they've just put their foot in it so many times in the past. I've just got so much ground for damages against them. And I'm just not pursuing it unless they do something really stupid. Then they're going to get the pantsuit off of them, but not unless they do something really stupid, like, really, really stupid. But they're not going to do that because, their Flinders Street lawyers have dropped everything like a hot rock, so there we go. And I'm peaceful. I'm not planning anything. I've got to make this disclaimer every single time that I talk about the Lawton Shire Council. I'm not planning anything. I just want to sit out here and live off-grid and be peaceful and, pull up weeds to feed my sheep and my horse and keep my chooks going, because everything's collapsing. I haven't got any head bugs. I just scratch my head as a nervous thing. So because everything's collapsing. Don't get me started on Centrelink. Oh my gosh. I try not to think about it, but I have to because their requirements are just, completely insane and impractical, and I just pray to God every month that I just meet their minimum requirements and just somehow manage to do it each month. But it's just, I only got about a week to go. I've got to meet all their requirements. So, got to look for jobs. That most of the jobs don't even exist. The HR sector's a mess. I know it's a mess. They know that I know it's a mess, probably. I know that they know that I know that it's a mess, and all the rest of it. And, Solzhenitsyn level, just rubbish, just keeping people shuffling bits of paper around. But you got to apply for a certain number of jobs that probably don't really exist. And then they email you back, oh no, sorry, you didn't get the job, and I could just go, oh, I didn't get the job. Job probably didn't even exist in the first place. This is not me saying this. This is various HR insiders that have come out, human resources insiders that have come out and just said, the HR system's a mess, but you gotta play along with Centrelink, meet their requirements, legitimately look for work, legitimately apply for jobs, have every intention of actually taking the jobs. If somebody said to me, yeah, you've been selected, woohoo, I would go, goody, okay, let's go. I really would. But they're all remote positions. They're all work from home. Like answering calls, sending emails, that sort of thing. Proofreading, that sort of thing. But like I say, probably most of the jobs don't even exist, according to my research into how the HR industry is actually operating at present. Just do your own research, make up your own mind, don't take my word for anything. As Centrelink makes you apply for them anyway. They say, oh, you only have to apply for 4 jobs. But you've got to fulfill, so many points. And then you usually got to end up doing a course to fulfill the points. And then it's like, am I going to pull up weeds and feed my animals, or am I going to do coursework this afternoon? Sometimes doing the coursework wins. Sometimes pulling up weeds to feed my animals wins. This afternoon, pulling up weeds to feed my animals is going to win because they're hungry and they need to be fed. But that's what it's like. I don't know what it's like living on unemployment benefits in the United States. I know that a lot of my listeners, or a lot of my class, as we say at USA Prepares, in the United States. I've also got a lot of people in the Philippines who tune in, which is nice. Hello to everybody from the Philippines. And I love the Philippines. I've had a number of Filipino friends over the years, and they're really, really good people. Yep. And it's a bit different here. It's the climate in the Philippines is just about perfect for doing any sort of permaculture or anything like that. So if you want to do that there, then, oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. Not in a bad way, just sort of in a, you get so much warmth, you get so much sunshine, you get so much rain. We get warmth and we get sunshine during the summer, but rain, maybe not so much. So anyway, it's getting up to 20 minutes, which is kind of the maximum that I like to run. I was just going to do about 3 minutes, but we went on a little bit longer than that. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. It helps to build the channel, helps to get noticed. And I'm gradually building up this channel to, you know, a point where it can be monetized. It would be nice if I could do that in the next decade, hopefully a bit sooner. Hopefully a lot sooner. I'll have to make more videos. God bless you all. I'll see you later.